everyone. Welcome to another podcast episode of Haystack Nation. I'm your host, Jesse Cias. I'm here with Doane and Evanette and Vanessa. It's good to have the group back together again.
Yeah, what's going on, host Jesse?
You know, just waiting for this moment. Waiting for this, for all of us to come together and
back
and have a conversation.
Dude, how long has it been?
It's been
a long time.
a long time. Since
It was like, what, 3 months maybe?
Since all of us were together,
No, it's been longer than that.
Well, that's called life, right? Life happens.
life has been happening for sure.
We'll have to look back at our archive when the last time we had it.
Dude,
I don't even remember.
we just got so busy, man.
Yeah, you know, things got busy. I know Evan has been working a lot, and then the holidays and Thanksgiving and
That's right,
traveling.
She's had mandatory overtimes, that's why.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of her way of saying, I don't want to be a part of this anymore, guys.
But thank you, Jesse and Vanessa, for keeping it going.
Yeah, well, you know, we try once in a while to kind of make sure we're out there. Throw something out there for everyone, you know. A little hay snack.
There you go.
You know, but it has been pretty wild last few months, couple of months at least. So I'm really happy. I'm glad that we're all together again. It's like a team here. It's like a family. A little bit dysfunctional, but it's like a family.
It's like we're home.
It's like we're home again.
Home for the holidays.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited about, you know, today's, you know, topics and with the holidays coming up. I think it should be fun. Just want to remind everyone, follow us on Facebook, find us on Facebook, on Instagram, Haystack Nation.
YouTube.
On YouTube, right? Yeah. Very important. If you can check out our videos and just follow us, drop us a line. Let us know if you're still out there.
Comment.
Yeah.
Comment. Say something.
Say hi.
Yeah, we're sorry we've been MIA.
Instead, this is all we're hearing.
Hey, when are you going to update those sounds?
What's wrong with my soundboard? I like these sounds.
Okay.
It's very predictable.
We just learned them.
So you're excited about today's topics, the holidays?
Yeah. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving, by the way? Because it's after Thanksgiving now. So.
Yeah, we did.
What'd you do for Thanksgiving?
Nothing.
That's good.
Yeah, we
You
just stayed
spent
home.
it with the Cias.
Sounds exciting.
What
do you mean?
I guess we were nothing, Jesse.
We hung out at Miss Cia's house, and she was kind to invite us and feed us.
I guess Messia is referring to my mother.
Yeah. No, but we had actually spent it in Albuquerque the week before with her parents because she had to work Thanksgiving. For those of you that don't know, she's a nurse and she's
you
had
know,
to work
you
some
don't. We
mandatory.
don't need that one day. You can be thankful every day. Just pick a day.
You should
Overeat.
be. You should be Yeah, it's really Thanksgiving is just really about
overeat.
overeating.
Yeah, it's the biggest cheat day of the year.
Yeah.
Man.
It is.
Just
It
pick
is.
one day to overeat and call it your Thanksgiving.
Your Thanksgiving. Thank you because you're allowing me to cheat today. That's really what it's about.
But is that what being thankful is about?
Well, in a twisted kind of way, maybe. Right. But there's a lot to be thankful. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later on, right? About the blessings of this past year, what we've been thankful for. I mean, gratitude is the right attitude. I just came up with that right now.
Yeah, that's
Good. Is that another bump? Is that a bumper sticker?
It should be. It should be.
We need to ask Jim if he would approve of that.
I think he would. Probably be like, hey, guys, I saw a bumper sticker the other day. It said, gratitude is the attitude.
yeah. Patent that.
Yeah. Well, I one thing's for sure though. I mean, I know that I could use more gratitude on a daily basis, like be more thankful about things. I've even thought about starting at the beginning of the year, like get a jar and then
A thankful jar.
and then just throw your, you know, notes in there. You write it down and throw it in the jar, and then by the end of the year, you can revisit it. And I'm sure you'd be surprised, right? Probably like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I'm thankful about that.
That's a good idea. Let's start that January 1st.
Why not just start it now?
Because, that's where everything starts.
Yeah, well, it's also, whatever you start January 1st probably fades away by January 10th.
Right. You're like, I've been thankful.
I've been thankful enough. I'm done. But so you guys went to Albuquerque, saw your parents.
That's right. Hey, Jim.
Are Thanksgivings now the same as they were when you're growing up?
No, they're different.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
How so? Yeah.
I mean,
Minus the ham and the sausage.
I will say we've never had ham at an Adventist home.
Yeah,
There are a lot more vegetarian food now, though. Yes.
That's true. A lot more choices, options these days. How about you, hon? Or I mean, Vanessa.
AKA hun.
Hey, keep it
Like, has Thanksgiving changed for you?
keep it professional, please.
I know. I'm sorry. It slipped. It slipped out.
Yeah, it has.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that too.
Yeah. I think because when we were younger, all of my mom's sisters and all of my cousins, we always had like 3 days together. And so it was like, I have a huge family, which is probably like 40 something cousins. So it would all be at our house. And now,
Sounds chaotic.
oh, but it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, we still have a lot of little kids now, but it's just my sisters and their children.
You
my
know, we
parents.
were sitting around your after our meal on Thanksgiving, and of course we're all sitting in the living room area, and then my brother-in-law, he went outside to play with the kids, and he comes back inside and he's like, "Man, this was like a retirement home in here." Because we're all just sitting around, and it's like, I'm like, man, if this is a retirement home, sign me up, man. I'm ready to go.
Sit around.
This is
Yeah,
great.
the kids were all outside screaming, running around, playing, while the adults are sitting inside
Just
in a turkey
in
coma.
a food coma.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much. So, yeah. How about you, Doane? Did your Thanksgivings change a lot? I mean, what were your Thanksgivings like growing up?
Yeah, I mean, we have a big family, so yeah, we I mean, there were the usual get-togethers where you got a lot of food and
Yeah.
you're basically eating all day.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
All right. Pretty typical stuff, huh? But did you? I mean, do you still experience that nowadays, or are things a lot different now?
No, it just depends if we're back home for the
Yeah.
holidays. But like this year we weren't, so
Right.
we my family did get together, you know, and they had the typical Thanksgiving, but it was a little more fun this year. I heard they were out on the ranch and riding their off-road cars, horses, and all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
They spent some time together.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
glad you guys had a good Thanksgivings and we're all safe and everyone had a good time. So, yay for that. With the holidays coming up, of course, also, we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of Advent. Not just any holiday party or holidays, but Adventist holidays.
Yep.
So, let's start with that. Yeah, what are the do's and don'ts? 'Cause, I mean, we have our group, right? We have a
The Haystack Nation.
Haystack Nation holiday party, Christmas party coming up soon. And so we were just talking about, like, what are the do's and don'ts? Like, if anyone else out there is having a holiday party, you know, you've got a group of Adventist friends. So what are some things that you do want to do, and what are some things that you definitely don't want to do?
To go around the table.
What?
Let's
Oh,
go
you
around the
just-
table.
Just name stuff.
Just name stuff. What comes to mind? I mean, you know, you're an Adventist. You're expecting to go to an Adventist hosted party, or maybe you're hosting the party. So what, you know, what are some things you do or don't want to do?
You do a potluck.
Oh yes, definitely.
Do
It
a
makes
potluck.
it-
Do
Everybody gets to
Bring
help out,
something.
yes, which is nice. So whoever's hosting is not put on them.
To do
Overwhelmed.
everything.
Yeah. So
Yeah, how would you even do that if it was by yourself?
Yeah, that would be stressful.
yes.
Unless you're just inviting one person over. Okay, so potluck style is a
Yes.
do, is a definitely
Yes.
do.
You do a potluck.
Are there any rules about the kind of food you bring or don't bring?
You don't bring the ham.
Bring the ham. Bring it on. Why? What would happen if you bring ham? Like, would you be judged or what?
People will be whispering, "That's ham."
Right. Watch out for that one.
It's got pork.
They do that, man. It's like, oh, watch out. I don't know what that is.
Who brought that
this person.
Yes.
So
don't be that person.
How about this one? Don't judge. How about that one?
There you go. Don't judge.
Don't be so
so what do you
judgmental.
do in that situation? Do you witness?
Yeah,
Tell them.
Well, what about explain the rules beforehand?
Before coming to the party. By the way.
Well, that's why we have a sign up. We have a sign up that
that's
that
true.
everybody like lets us know what they're bringing.
Oh, it's like a sign on your door.
Put a sign on your door. Do not bring pork. Leave your pork product outside.
No, like before the party, like weeks before the party, we have like a sign up sheet, and so we know what everybody's bringing.
I thought she meant like we have a sign on our door. We're Adventist.
No ham, no pork, no sausage, no pepperoni.
You're not allowed. Yeah, no service. If there's no
service.
Okay. No, that's it. That's a good one.
Well, I think you have to explain the rules. I mean, not the rules, but you have to kind of because they might bring a guest. Someone might bring a guest. Maybe they're trying to introduce someone to the the group or whatever, right?
I mean, and you don't want them feeling bad, right? If they bring something and no one touches it,
right?
It's gonna be like, oh, what's going on?
So that's okay. So what if?
But if you're the one bringing the guest, usually you have that little like conversation with the person before.
Like, hey,
so do be considerate.
Don't bring the pork rind. The chicharrones.
The chicharrones. Well, that's good though, because sometimes as an Adventist, you might forget, even though the other person, that you're bringing is not Adventist, but you might forget to mention it.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens at Pollica churches all the time.
People bring ham?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes people bring a dish that's not like.
I have not been to an Adventist church that brings
Vegetarian.
ham.
That must not be an Adventist church.
Well, I'm saying that not just like pork product, but they might bring like a meat, even though it's like an acceptable meat like beef or chicken or whatever. But they don't know that.
What's wrong with that?
You keep that in the back.
Okay, well, let me ask you guys this scenario.
At our church, where the meat goes, it's called the most holy place.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
Man, what kind of theology do you have over there? Is this an Adventist church?
Yeah.
You come visit.
It's like you said,
Hey.
a not so judgy theology.
But hey, I do gotta admit, your church, they do. When we've gone out there for a potluck,
Yeah, they lay it down,
man. They do. It is good. But what would you do if someone did bring like a dish to your party and it's like, not quote unquote acceptable or
What do you mean, like ham?
Yeah, ham or something, and then they bring it, and they're just trying to be part of the group. Just trying to kind of get to.
Yeah.
I mean, do
Jesse would eat it.
you eat it?
I mean, yeah.
Do you-
You're not gonna make people feel bad and not want to be around your group anymore because they could be embarrassed by it.
Yeah. You got. I guess you look. I mean, long term, right? It's like, okay, I want this person to be around, right? Maybe. So, but do you eat it?
You never know. You buy. Well, I mean, if it's
Just
not,
don't ask, and then
if it's not an EGW compliant dish, like, or like if it's pork, I mean, you have to draw a line in the sand.
Yeah.
There, man,
Yeah.
So
Ooh, that would be a very awkward situation, I think.
But I mean, I don't know. I think we're talking about Adventist parties, so I don't think you.
Maybe I would
see
just put it on my plate, but not eat it, so it looks like people are eating.
Or eat it like it's actually being, used, eaten. Yeah. Well, hey, it's not happening to us. Good luck, you all out there.
Let us know.
Let us know how that goes. Comment on the comments below.
I've told people I haven't eaten that like meat in a long time, and
Right.
I mean, if I do, I'll probably like end up puking. So I don't want to puke here at your party or something.
Yeah, but that's one person. What about the rest of the group that doesn't touch it?
Yeah.
Oh
Man, that's what
each man for himself.
Got my excuse.
That's why we're having this conversation right now to prevent any awkward moments for anyone having a holiday party out there.
Because you should invite people that aren't necessarily.
That's a do also. Yeah, that's a do.
Don't just invite Adventists. Like
Right.
we're not here to just be friends with each other.
Yeah.
We're here to be friends with everyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like you would bring your friend from work, Christian. I mean, he's
or anyone. I
but,
mean,
yeah, but I'm saying that. But you would bring him to our. You brought him to our holiday get-togethers too, and he'd come.
Yeah, he still does every once in a while.
Yeah. So that's another do, right? Do bring someone,
Yes.
to enjoy your group. Yeah.
But
So,
ask the host if you could bring someone.
that's another do. Do ask the host if you can bring guests.
It's not an open
it's
party.
It's like I always say, it's better to ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. There was a limit, a maximum capacity
in your home.
Yeah.
All right. Any other do's and don'ts? Don't bring the alcoholic beverage.
Oh, yeah. No.
People are
Kinda.
like, well,
Just
that
the sparkly
doesn't sound
grape
like a
juice.
fun party.
Yeah, what do people think
Although
about
for
it?
for some people that really opens them up, but yeah. Don't do that.
Because then people be like, what's in the punch?
Just like the food, but with the punch this time.
It's like she's speaking from experience. I guess she's been to a couple of these parties, huh?
Because they'll be like, Jesse's so acting weird.
There was something in the punch. What about anything else you guys can think of? Do's and don'ts?
Do bring the special K.
A special K.
K loaf, yep.
Yeah, we're gonna actually have some of that, right?
We haven't mentioned the most important thing.
What?
Bring the haystack.
Oh, of
Are you kidding me,
course.
man?
Do bring the haystacks.
Actually, we're not having
We're not having
haystacks.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I know, right? It's total bummer.
Dude, what
kind of party is this? I know.
Yeah, that ain't no Adventist party, dude. I'll tell you that right now.
That is true.
If there ain't haystacks, it's not Adventist.
That's true. That's true. Well, the close second to haystacks is Special K.
Yeah.
I mean, that's in any Adventist potluck's gonna have Special K or Mystery K.
Yeah.
It's like
fried
second on the
chick.
list.
Or fried chick.
Yeah.
Kind of like fried chick.
It's not.
I got one.
It's not so healthy. But
What you got?
Do bring the fun.
Ooh, like what kind of fun?
This one over here is getting deep.
She's getting ready for the
Yeah.
for the party
The fun.
in a couple of weeks.
Bring the fun.
Bring the fun. So what kind of fun are we talking about here?
Participate.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't be a
Party pooper.
party pooper.
Like how?
You know what he's
It sounds like
asking.
you're getting really specific.
Just a
You know
little
what-
party pooper.
You know why he's asking.
Yeah.
It's like you're looking at me when you say that.
You wear those sweater if it's an ugly sweater party.
You wear those pajamas if it's a
pajama
pajama party.
party.
No.
Yeah, you're going to.
Participate in all the games.
And we're gonna take pictures and we're gonna put it on our Facebook page.
I don't even wear PJs to sleep, bro.
Hey, this is a
Listen,
family
I
show,
know.
man.
Didn't ask for your birthday suit. We asked to wear your pajamas. But that's another one. Don't come in your birthday suit.
That's a pretty obvious one. If you do come in your birthday suit, you're probably the one bringing the pork dish and alcohol. And you've come to the wrong party.
Yeah. Go next door, dude.
What about do or don't bring children?
Yes.
I could go either way.
Do bring your kids.
Do you bring your kids?
Yeah, it's a family friendly. You're making memories. You know?
Do make sure you have enough
Unless
space.
it's a
Adult.
haystack after dark party. I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
That's only for premium members.
For our Patreon members.
You want to hear what the haystack after dark conversations are like.
Pay $10.99 a month for the subscription.
For our premium members only.
All proceeds go to evangelism.
Oh, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. But also do make sure that you do have children. You have enough space.
Oh, that
to
you do have children.
Huh?
What if they come? I didn't bring my kids.
What's another?
That's okay.
What's another one? Do bring fun games to play.
Yeah, fun games.
Yeah,
So
do bring the fun.
that's part of the fun. What kind of games do you all suggest? Twister, Monopoly.
For the holiday?
No,
Taboo.
Monopoly. Are you
like
kidding me?
the Christmas party.
For the Christmas party?
Family Feud.
Yeah,
Family.
Family
That's what we're
Feud.
doing. We're gonna do a family feud.
Family
Yeah, we
Feud.
do.
Yeah.
Christmas Family Feud.
Twister. What's that about?
You know what that's about.
It's a little too physical for us.
Yeah.
We don't know each other that well.
Yeah.
Only do that with people you know really well or want to get to know really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we got the fun, the space, the kids. What about decorations? Do you decorate or do you not
You
decorate?
decorate. You
Decorate?
gotta create the ambiance for the party.
I'm not necessarily in agreement with that.
What do you think?
I say just save money and have fun talking to each other, eating.
So
we're going to bring the food, the
So you're saying our
Martinelli, right? Do bring the Martinelli, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
okay.
So you're saying our past 2 Christmas parties that we've hosted was not fun?
It is fun.
I didn't necessarily focus on the decorations.
No, but
That's what we were talking
had
about, right?
Games.
Oh,
No, we're talking about
no, we're talking about
Decorations, though.
decorations
Yeah, but he said just to talk and
and have games. Yeah, with all the stuff we've been talking about.
I like the environment,
Do you have to have the atmosphere to go
I
along with the
think
holiday
so.
party?
Yeah, for sure. You gotta have the
Yeah.
atmosphere.
Do or do not have prizes?
Do.
Do have prizes?
well, that's up to that host. Because I mean, that's an expense that they have to pay for too. So
Okay.
I don't think it's a do.
It's a nice thing to do.
It's a nice to do. It's a nice to do.
It's an above and beyond
Well,
thing to do.
Okay. All right. So
Nice thing to do for your guests. Let's just say that.
yeah, it is nice to have, some. I mean, you don't have to get expensive about it. We're not talking like you have to go out and buy expensive things.
Jesse,
No,
have
but
you
I'm just saying.
have you heard that inflation is the highest that it's ever been?
It is expensive now, isn't it?
I'm joking.
That $25 gift card won't go very far these days, will it?
No, you'll probably get like $10 worth of merchandise.
I know. Anything else?
Yeah, do come with a good attitude. You're coming to a party.
Oh, I got one.
Ooh, what you got?
Politics. Do bring the
yeah.
political
No.
conversation.
That's
Don't
a good
do
one.
the
Don't.
Do bring the political
Don't
conversation.
bring the politics.
Oh my gosh. No, man, don't ruin it.
Wait, is that church politics or just politics?
Any
in general?
politics. Any politics. When you
Any
part of
politics.
part of bringing the fun is don't bring that stuff. I mean, that's stuff you can talk about some other time, but you're here to have fun,
Yeah.
Relax. Take a break. Don't invite the political commentary friend over.
So that's a don't.
That's a don't. I'm kidding. Well, I'm not trying to be exclusive or anything, but it's like some people they just have to have that conversation, right? They just have to kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I guess that's your call as a host if but it can create tension. It can create all kinds of
It sucks
conflict.
out all the fun.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that at a holiday party. Don't bring the COVID. It's a good one.
But also, do wear your mask.
Oh man, that's
There goes the politics.
At your own that's the politics. Yeah, at your own discretion. I mean, obviously, I guess
that is unless you have the Fauci ouchie, right?
Sure.
Yeah. You don't need to wear a mask if you have had the.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they're calling it? The Fauci ouchie.
I haven't heard that one, but yeah.
I thought that's what they were calling it. No, but you should be safe.
You should be
You
safe.
should
And I mean,
practice that.
maybe the holiday parties aren't for everybody. Maybe there are some people that are like, I'm not going to have a party. Don't be judgmental to those that do want to get together with
Right.
people. Let them do their thing, But everyone gets to make their choice. It's part of, that's life.
There you go.
I think we covered some good do's and don'ts, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, ultimately, can Adventists have fun? I mean, sometimes people think like Adventists are just so dry and boring and
Dang.
lifeless.
Why?
We don't drink.
Why would they think that?
They don't drink. They don't,
Okay, so I choose to save money by not spending it on alcohol.
you don't, you don't bring all the
bring the
the
drugs.
meats and the drugs and the meats and the ham and the
'Cause
sausage
if you're
and the
Adventist, you bring all that. You're not Adventist, right?
Well, I mean,
So I get to make sure I don't got tapeworms in my gut. Okay, so what else? Yeah.
I'm not saying, but I mean, there's a
People think that you can't have a good time without the
right.
alcohol.
People, yeah, exactly. People think you can't have a good time that way.
The liquid courage.
Right, right. And the fact of the matter is that Adventists are good people. They're great at socializing and interacting with others.
We're like everybody else.
Well, yeah, but there's this stigma or this preconceived idea that Adventists
boring.
are boring.
Yes.
Yeah. They're
and
boring.
so don't
Yeah.
give that impression.
Right.
We're joyful people, man.
We're happy.
We're happy. We're joyful. We like to have fun, and
We like having clean fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Have
exactly.
you met me? That's fun.
And so, I think that's a good way for people to also be introduced to a good Adventist group, is that they can see like, oh yeah, these people they enjoy, they have fun, and they're friendly, and they're welcoming and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's important to have that.
Yeah. I think it's just a common notion that every party, right, has to have alcohol for it to be fun, or
Sure. Well,
or whatever,
yeah.
Otherwise, it's not a party.
Yeah, and that's not
But
the case.
I mean, it's not always the case.
Yeah. So
I like to remember our parties.
yeah, you want to remember what you did too, right?
What happened last night?
Yeah, that's a scary feeling. Not that I've ever felt that way or thought that, but I mean, I'm just saying that could be scary to wake up the next day and be like, what just happened? What? Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel so weird?
I already have Alzheimer's.
Well, what was in this kombucha? I had too much kombucha.
Yeah.
That's a whole different feeling the next day right there if you have too much of that stuff. For those of you that may not know what that is, can someone explain what this kombucha stuff is?
I don't even know how to explain it.
I'm not a kombucha expert, so I couldn't help you there, buddy.
All I know is that you guys gave me some some time ago. Next day,
Jesse.
You got wings, huh? You felt a little like 10 pounds lighter, maybe?
I wouldn't call it wings.
Felt like you could fly?
I wouldn't say that either. But I would say I did feel lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So
You should be thankful, man.
well, I was grateful for that. It kind of I probably needed it too.
It's a good
little cleansing there.
Yeah.
Spirit of Christmas, guys. So I mean, Christmas. I mean, what's the spirit of Christmas? That's coming up, and so people kind of get crazy around the holidays and around Christmas. I mean, but let's remind people what Christmas is all about. What do y'all
Santa.
what do y'all think?
Santa.
Santa.
Presents.
Oh,
That's what the kids
I guess
think.
that's another don't. Do not bring a Santa Claus.
Well, I was gonna come as Santa Claus.
Oh, you were?
I was, but no, I shouldn't.
I don't think you should.
Oh.
You're too fit.
Hey, well, isn't that the whole thing? The image of Santa Claus is changing now. Isn't he supposed to be like the Mr. Fit guy?
Why can't he be?
Huh?
Why does
Because, man, he's
consider-
jolly old Saint Nick.
So we don't have to make him cookies anymore?
No, we got to make him
We
like
don't have to leave him cookies?
Yeah, like
paleo
like-
cookies.
Like, no, like
Paleo
fresh.
cookies.
So you
Fresh
can't be a
Vietnamese
fit,
spring
jolly
rolls.
person?
Yeah.
jolly old
When you
Saint
think
why
of
does
jolly, do you think of,
Round?
bigger- round
Does jolly mean round?
jelly.
Yeah, because he
Jelly.
laughs.
in his
Wait,
belly?
Jelly old
It's
Saint
something.
Nick.
What is it?
Well, I don't know. It's just there's an image there. When you say jolly old Saint Nick, I mean you think of
An old,
old
overweight
heavy
man.
overweight man. But now that's changing. They're trying to do away with that now.
Yeah. They're trying to make Santa more healthier.
Like CrossFit Santa or what?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. But okay, so I mean, but all right, spirit of Christmas. Is it Santa Claus? Is that the spirit of Christmas? Does Santa represent Christmas?
No. Not for Adventists. We're
So
still
what
on
is
that
this,
topic?
what is the spirit of Christmas?
I mean, for me, the spirit of Christmas is around this time is seeing families getting together, reflecting throughout the year. I don't know,
Yeah.
giving back.
Yeah.
I think as you grow up,
giving back.
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Just giving to those that need more than you do.
Yep. Yeah.
What about you, man?
Well, just a couple of things. I think, first of all, what Evanette is suggesting and talking about is it is a time where you think about other people's situations. I think there's a lot of people that are, unfortunate, and it is a time where if you have misfortune in your life, this is a time that kind of hits you hard, right?
Right.
Because you kind of expect it to be a happier time of the season, time of the year. So when you are having misfortune, yeah, it does hurt. And I think for us that have been blessed or that are blessed, it is a good time to reach out to those people and make them feel like, you've had some misfortune maybe in your life, but, not everything is as bad as it may seem. And if you can do something to help that out and to relieve some of that stress, then yeah, of course we should do that, And I think this time of year just reminds us to do that. We try to do it all year, of course, but there is a spirit around this time where you try to do that. I think the other thing is also that, well, first of all, we know Jesus wasn't born December 25th.
What?
I know. It was crazy.
Dude.
My mind's blown.
Yeah, that was like when I first found out Santa wasn't real. Oh, did I just say that?
Yeah, the kids are in the other room. No, but so as shocking as it is, guys, I know, but Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. But obviously, there's a lot of, I guess, a lot of the associations with Christmas is the nativity and Jesus' birth and all this other stuff. But even though we know he's not born on that date, it does remind us that it is a good time to remember that God did step into this world, right? As a human, as a baby, and it was a pretty astounding event. I was reading, was it in Luke's account in the gospel of, Jesus' birth and everything that came along with that. And it's, when you stop and you reflect and you think about that event and the things surrounding that event, it was astounding. It was a very amazing event. But then you also realize, wow, the world was completely unaware that this was even happening, except for a few people. I mean, obviously Joseph and Mary, and then the shepherds. But it's like, that's about it,
The wise men who had been studying the prophecy.
Yeah. But the world at large was completely, unaware of it. And that, for such an astounding and amazing event as that, to think that the world was basically in the dark about it, it just boggles your mind sometimes, right? And I think this time of year, again, even though Jesus wasn't born on December 25th or probably anywhere near December, but it helps us to remember that, how are we doing? Are we in the dark when it comes to our relationship with God? Do we know? Do we understand? Do we think about what God did here on earth to save us? So that kind of reflection, I guess, really makes you think about your relationship with God, and it, I don't know, spiritually awakens you a bit. So I think that's kind of the spirit of Christmas from a religious Christian Adventist standpoint. I don't think we should shy away from engaging in the activities that come along with the holidays. I think there's some Adventists, and maybe for their own personal reasons, they kind of shy away from that and maybe don't engage in it. But I think we should, because personally, you can get a lot of good from that. So, did that answer your question, Doane?
Yeah. Honestly, to me, the Christmas spirit is what you make it.
Yeah.
If you think about it, I mean, everyone has certain reasons for celebrating Christmas, right? But yours can be geared to doing good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's like some people get preoccupied with the gifts and and get caught up with all of that, while other people choose to maybe do good things on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends, I guess, what spirit you have working in your life.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what's going to define the spirit of Christmas for you.
Mm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Holy Spirit is moving in your life and helping you to, move according to the works that Jesus wants you to do, that's how your Christmas is going to be.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, I've seen churches that'll put lunches together and take them out to people that are in need, that need food, or not only just lunches, but bags of groceries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that, man. That's all good stuff to do. Or you can make it all about, I want.
And I think there's probably those two competing forces there, right?
Yeah.
The force, the do good spirit, right? That I want to do good, and I want to, also remember God's gift to us, and then you have the other competing force, right? Which is the commercialism, the materialism,
Your traditions, your family.
yeah, your traditions and things of that nature. So
Family's good though.
that family is good. Yeah, I think
that's one of the.
that's probably the spirit of Christmas too.
That's one of the things I look forward to is seeing family. It's time away from work, right? This is usually
much needed time away from work.
Usually it's a good 3-4 days away from the office that you get to be with family.
Yeah.
Like that's good.
Yeah, growing up, we had a lot of fun with our Christmas,
Also
traditions.
Yeah, and in the Adventist church, there's always been this division on Christmas trees too. Some people like Christmas trees, others don't. But it depends how you look at it. I mean, someone could set up a Christmas, and I've seen churches do this. They have Christmas trees where they place love offerings on it. All that gets collected, and it goes to help someone.
Yeah.
So you tell me, what was wrong with that Christmas tree? I mean, it went to help.
Someone will find something wrong with it.
No, I know. I mean, but dude, at the end of the day, that Christmas tree was was used to put our faith as Christians into action to really help people, and it looked cool,
Yeah, it looks nice.
People get to go up there and put their love offering on it.
And I think it's too bad when people kind of are critical about that. It's like you have your own personal opinion about it, but your criticism spills over to other people too, and then you have that negativity, and then it's like you've kind of taken away the good intent there.
Yeah,
and it's like, why?
Yeah,
because it's a tree.
Yeah, so if you go to a party, don't be a Scrooge
or a Grinch.
Leave the
leave
the Scrinch home.
And it can completely go the other way, right? You can get this beautiful Christmas tree that's worth probably thousands of dollars with the most luxurious ornaments, and that's just
have
hanging
you been to
there.
My home?
That's just hanging there, right? That's just hanging there.
Yeah, it is. Right. What's it doing? Nothing.
It's doing nothing. It's just money that's just hanging there. That'll get packed up
Nice to look at.
So I mean,
for what,
nice
a couple of weeks,
for a few, and then you got to, and then when New Year's comes, like,
that's what I told Vanessa.
I'll take it down next week,
ornaments.
and then No, I'm just saying that I mean, you can make make it what the spirit of Christmas depends on you, and what spirit you have moving in your heart.
I think we just got to be careful with our own, like you said, with our own spirit too. I mean, are we going to approach Christmas in a critical, negative kind of way? Because I mean, ultimately, our negativity does spill out to other people.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Right?
We don't want that happening.
So, I mean, you could potentially kind of ruin the spirit in your own church because of your own.
Yeah, because what would people say in addition to Adventists having boring parties? Dude, they're crazy. They're mean.
They're critical and
judgmental.
Yeah.
We don't
want to represent those people.
Nope.
So.
Yeah. Well.
You can do good things with anything. Anything can be used for good, man.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's the ultimate spirit of Christmas. You guys want to add anything else to that spirit of Christmas?
Well put, gentlemen.
Sometimes we are wise in our words.
That's right.
Most of the time, foolish.
Yeah, I agree with Doane that it is what you make it. If you want to have a stressful Christmas, by all means, make it all about what do I get this person? What do I get that person? You have like 10,000 people on your list. See what to get them for Christmas.
I know. Yeah.
So one comment that I was.
So I guess I'm not
here-
going to get anything for Christmas from you, am I?
No, not this year.
So one
You
com-
have my gift of friendship. Should be enough.
Good enough.
So I was reading this comment here, and I'll just go ahead and read
Someone
it.
commented.
This is from Auntie. This is from Auntie Ellen.
I know you got really excited there, didn't you?
Y'all know
Auntie
who
Ellen.
y'all know who Auntie Ellen is, right?
EGW.
Oh,
See, we also have an Ellen.
We do. Isn't that
You-
Santa Claus'
you-
wife?
You can.
No.
Here's the spirit of Christmas. I think this totally defines, or this is how we should look at it.
Okay.
You can make it like the world if you have a disposition to do so, or you can make it as unlike the world as possible.
Ooh.
Be
You know
ye
what?
therefore not conformed to this world.
Where'd you find that?
This was from the Review and Herald, December 11th, 1879.
It's a long
Those
time
words
ago.
of wisdom still hold true today.
Yeah. That's good.
There is
I like
no
that.
particular sin in selecting a fragrant evergreen and placing in our churches, but the sin lies in the motive which prompts the action and the use which is made of the gifts placed upon the tree.
Yep. What's it for, right?
We actually do that in our church, right? Our church usually puts a tree and they collect love offering. We've done that before, and I thought that was
Well, I mean, even like non-Adventist organizations like Salvation Army, don't they have the angel tree also? Right?
yeah.
So, I mean,
I don't want to do that this year, man. Our tree, we'll collect the love offering.
Okay, put it up.
We'll put it up for when you guys
Wait,
come over to
what's the offering
party.
going to?
Do bring your money.
Do bring
Do
your
bring
money.
your money. You know what? We need to put our
Do bring your credit cards and checkbooks. And prefer cash.
we need to put this spirit into action, these
Yeah.
thoughts into
Oh,
action.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, all proceeds go to Haystack Nation.
That's right.
We need another camera or two.
We need a couple more cameras to get better angles because you guys, I'm sure, get tired of looking at my
Yes.
face.
Haystack is very unfortunate.
Yes, we've had a very unfortunate year.
Yeah,
tough times.
the economy tumbled.
Inflation.
Inflation.
But still thankful we have each other.
That's about all we have right now. We don't even have an audience.
Oh, dang. Sad.
No, I think we do have an audience, and we're thankful, by the way, for you all. Appreciate you.
All three of you.
We love you too, man. We love you too.
All right, last thing, blessings, guys. Blessings this past year. Anything you'd like to share with our follower?
Jim.
Singular.
Hi, Jim. Oh, and Jordan.
Jordan.
Listens. Jordan listens.
Okay, followers.
Dang.
Yeah, Jordan listens.
Yeah. So I mean, we've had a year. I mean, I'm sure we've had all our ups and downs, but what do you guys take away from this year in terms of
This year
blessings?
went by so fast.
I
I know
know.
we say that every year, but I feel like this year was the blink of an eye just went by real quick.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Blessings.
Blessing.
What do you got? People don't want to listen to us for an hour.
Come back to me. I got one.
Well,
You got one.
I have one.
Okay, go for
I survived the Rona.
Yeah.
I was on hospital bed. My lungs damaged. So, I mean, that's a big blessing, obviously. The
So health. It's a good
Lord had
blessing.
mercy. Dude, and he's healed me completely, man. I'm back to exercise. I didn't think I was going to be able to exercise or get on a bike again because they say you can have long-term complications from that, dude.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
and it was hard to get back into it. I would get out of breath, but I mean, it's been a couple of months, and I mean, ask her. I can go run. I can, do heavy.
I don't have to ask, man. I came in today into the garage, and there you were doing
I
your.
was trying to, yeah.
I think you were doing something.
Yeah, I was doing some
Exercise?
exercising. But that's a blessing,
Exercise.
man.
Yeah, man.
The
Well,
other biggest blessing that came from that episode was that it woke me up to the real priorities in life, which is spending quality time with the family, learning about the God we serve, and teaching them. The girls have learned so much. I mean, just in the few months that we've actually been hitting it hard, because before that, it was just sporadic, it wasn't a priority like we should have done. But I mean, they're learning so much so quick, and they're enjoying it. So that's a big blessing.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I think having you here, man, is a blessing, man. You almost didn't make it, man.
I mean, you got your wife there too, but yeah, I appreciate the notion.
Hi, I'm still here.
Oh, hi, hey.
As y'all can tell, Dwayne's number one in his life.
Well, the guy almost didn't make it. I mean,
give me a break.
You're
Give me some slack here.
I'm definitely blessed. I mean, Vanessa is a big blessing in my life.
Oh,
I'm not just saying that.
You're just trying to get out of the doghouse now.
Well,
that's what I think.
You know what?
Don't.
You know what?
Get in the doghouse at this party with your wife.
Good one. Even if I am in the doghouse, I don't care, because she's still a blessing.
Because you still.
Sometimes being put in the doghouse is a blessing. You realize, like, oh shoot, I screwed up.
Hey.
Sometimes you need to know.
It's a blessing in disguise,
sometimes you
right?
need a timeout, don't you,
like
Jesse?
Laura's story says, that sometimes the trials in your life can be a blessing in disguise.
No, but I feel like, Vanessa, the kids, I mean, it's a blessing. I mean, with everything that goes on in the world today, and the stressors and the conflicts and the hardships people experience.
The stock market going up and down.
I mean, that's crazy. But, Vanessa's been solid, man. She's a great wife, great mom. And it's a blessing. A rock. Hey, bro, rock. I'm going to call you Peter.
Rock of the family.
You're making me look bad here.
Peter Vanessa C.S. No, that's been a blessing this past year, just to have your family, to go through all the ups and downs with. I mean, you can't ask for anything else, right? I mean, to have people in your life that are strong and solid, it really is a true blessing. And I think for me also, I've had other couple of experiences this past year that have been kind of crazy. I was involved in a single car accident. I mean, that was kind of a crazy accident. Just driving on a wet road and lost control of my vehicle. I wasn't even like really going fast or speeding or anything. It just, kind of broke loose on me and ended up hitting the concrete barrier on the freeway at about, 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And when I came to a stop after I rammed that barricade. And this was about between 8:30 and 9 in the morning. Usually there's traffic, people going to work. But where it happened and the way it happened, there was like no one around me. So I hit that barrier, came to a stop, and people that were behind me were far enough to where they could safely stop or go around me. I mean, it could have been bad. Like, it could have really been worse than what it was. And then this big 18-wheeler stops right, like, blocking the lane that I was in. And the guy gets out and he says, "Hey, man, I'm going to stay here. I'll park the truck here until, police arrive or ambulance arrive or whatever." And he blocked the lane so no one would, run into me or.
Yeah, that's a big help.
Yeah, that was amazing. It really, I mean, I was so appreciative to the guy because, he kind of protected me.
Yeah.
With his big 18-wheeler. And I felt safe. I could sit there and kind of be, safe and feel like I'm not going to, no one's going to run into me or anything like that. So that was a blessing. And then, of course, the truck was totaled, which the guy at the shop, when they were doing the inspection, said, "What happened here?" And I explained it to him, and he's like, "Things are bent in this truck that should not be bent." And he's like, "Did you get injured?" I was like, "No, I was, other than a little bit sore." But he's like, "Well, you got really lucky because this truck is completely destroyed." And because from the outside, it didn't look all that bad, huh? I mean, it looked like it was damaged, but he didn't expect to see what he saw. The engine was cracked, like the engine block was cracked. The starter had been shoved up into the engine block. I mean, it was a pretty powerful impact. And to walk away from that with no injury, the guy was actually pretty amazed by that. So that was a blessing, a time in this year where I felt like God really protected. And, oh, man, there's so many other things. I mean, I know we don't have all the time, but, you know, even we have a house project going on, and our contractor had a stroke in the middle of it. And financially, we were kind of thinking, like, how are we going to do this? And God has provided, you know, for us to finish this project. I remember after our contractor had a stroke, and I was thinking, like, where am I going to get another contractor from? You know, I mean, the bank already loaned me money. I'm probably going to be out of some of that money because it's a mess. And right when I had, like the next day, I think it was, Knock on the door. It was the guy that had come to put the brick at our house. Knocks on the door. He's like, hey, I heard what happened to your contractor. I just kind of came to get my stuff, you know, because he still has some stuff out there.
Right.
And he's like, man, do you need anything? I'm like, yeah, I need all this stuff done. He's like, oh, well, I'll do it for you. And if I can't do it, I'll find someone to do it for you. Took care of everything.
Dude.
I mean, I was like, wow, what an amazing blessing. And I mean,
God answers your prayers sometimes before you even ask for what you need, man.
You know, and God's so good, and sometimes I just feel so terrible, man. You know, because in the light of how good God is, and my sinfulness, it's like, I don't even know, God, why you're so good. Like, and that's a blessing, right? That God is he goes above and beyond, and we fall so short, like so badly, right? And sometimes, often, and to know that God is who He is and takes care of us and fulfills His promises. I mean, I don't know how to explain that one. You know,
I think you're right, then, man. The right attitude is gratitude, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, man, a relationship with God starts with being grateful.
Yeah.
Having gratitude, thankful for what He's done for us, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
the more you think about it, the more it impresses you. It convicts you, I think, you know. It does bring conviction to your heart. And all you can do with that is don't be afraid of God. Don't be afraid of that conviction even, because it makes you feel bad sometimes, right? I mean, you feel terrible. But don't be afraid of that. Just embrace it and know that that's God's Spirit moving in your life.
Yeah.
Evanette, you said to come back to you, so.
She's like, oh. I know this year's been kind of a struggle. I know work's been really busy this past few months, especially with the hospitals, like being short-staffed and a lot of patients and having to work overtime. And I know Doane and I have been praying because, you know, I'd like to be home more with the family and the kids and being able to spend more time, because I think I go through days just, you know, I see them in the morning, I'll see them before I go to work, and it's just 3 or 4 days I don't see my family. So
that could be a blessing.
Blessings in disguise.
Yep.
I mean, you can hear them right now.
No, but you're right. I hear you.
And
I'm just joking.
I know. You know, I mean, they're, you know, after spending like a week with your family, you're like, when do I go back to work? But we have been praying for me to work less, and I think in January they finally allowed me to do that.
You think?
Yes, I know.
Oh, I was like, man, is that still not a
done deal?
A done deal,
It is. And
Great.
So that's a blessing, and I know that's an answered prayer because we've been praying for that.
Good.
This past year. So that will allow me to spend more time, go to church, and hang out with Haystack Nation.
I was about to say, man, you know, more podcasting.
Right?
Great.
Because I know a lot of the time is like, when's Evanette off? Next
Yeah.
month?
I know Vanessa has a schedule, and she's like, okay, Evanette's off this weekend. All right, let's go hang out, you know?
Well, I think the last time, though, we were penciled in on your calendar.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, sorry, guys, gotta work.
Yeah, that That was a bummer. That's how we felt right there.
Yeah. But I mean, work is a blessing of itself to have the job and take care of people.
Dude, I mean, everything we have. This table, man, to eat food on, our beds, our pillows.
I don't know, man. This table's kind of wobbly.
No, it's solid, man. Everything we have is a blessing. It's not. I mean, just it's all God's, and
yeah,
you know, it's in our care.
I was gonna say, do you think that's being too materialistic?
To see your blessings based on your
Material.
what you have.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, God told Abraham, everything I have is yours, and everything you have is mine. So,
Yeah.
I mean, He owns all the riches of the universe.
I think it's all also and Doane has talked about this many times, perspective, right? It's all about how you perceive those material things, right? I mean, if you know that God has put that in your hands because of His goodness, then you respect that, right? And you are thankful for that, and you are a good steward of those things. But of course, if you see your possessions as the works of your own hands and, you know, you are selfish with them, then, yeah, I mean, that can be a curse as well. Yeah. And the blessing is, you know, to have these headphones in right now because these kids are really loud.
All right, man.
Kids are a blessing.
Start winding it down. These
All right.
kids are going crazy.
Vanessa, anything that you want to share?
You still have time?
Yeah, I mean, there's always time for Vanessa.
We got about a couple more minutes.
Yeah, I'll talk really fast then.
Nah.
Save the best for last.
Yeah, you share.
Well, we'll find. We'll see when you hear. Yeah, I got a few. No, I've got several blessings this past year. I mean, one thing for sure is my job. I will say that has probably been one of my biggest blessings. I have a great boss, and she treats me very well, and she always takes care of me.
Don't forget, she's your BFF, Vanessa.
No, and it's great because I'm busy. I have the work, and so, you know, I know there's a lot of people that just don't have that, and so I'm very grateful for that, and I feel blessed that, you know, I have so much work and sometimes more than I can even take or cover. Another big blessing I have this year was, I think, growing my relationship with God. That was something that kind of evolved, I guess, around like summertime, just having a little bit more time to myself with no distractions, which is very hard sometimes, you know, when you have small children who constantly need you. So that was a big thing because that really changed my relationship with God. And of course, my family. You know, there's some things this year that I've had to deal with from past that has been very hard for me to, I guess, figure out how to move forward and to kind of get my whole thinking process out of what's happened in the past. And I'll say that, you know, having a partner who has been very supportive and encouraging.
Husband, by the way, husband.
Well, you're still my partner.
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 My roommate here. Yeah.
Okay, well, then I take it back. I'm not going to give him a thanks and we'll shout out.
Thank you.
But, you know, I mean, it's nice when you have a spouse, a husband in my case, who is there and, you know, just kind of is patient with you and helping you kind of deal with those things. So.
Well done, Jesse.
Yeah, been trying. God's been good.
All the time.
No,
You don't seem so sure about that.
Why not?
It's been good, man. Be happy.
Yeah, no, he's
Jolly.
Be jolly.
Yeah, man.
For sure. I think we've all had our. I think, you know, just we've all experienced those blessings that God. Is there anything else that you want to add to that?
Oh, you cut me off.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
Time's up.
She surpassed her 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, my speech is over.
no, we're joking. You can still
I
add
can see
more.
all you guys like, okay, time's up.
No, that's not true.
It's like I'm getting an award and I have to like cut some people short. Like, can't say I'm thinking.
Play the music.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish your thought. No,
I'm
that's
good.
important.
No, that was
it's
okay.
important.
No, I'm done.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, she's like, so I'm not so blessed now.
Well, I was going to say it.
No, that's so rude. We've all experienced God's blessings, through the ups and downs of this last year. And I think another blessing that we can't overlook is our Haystack Nation little ministry here, this podcast. And I think that that's something that does go a long way. And I look forward to the next year where we can kind of continue this, right? Reaching out to people and encouraging others. And we want people to have those blessings as well and enjoy that relationship with God also. And, I'm just grateful for you guys, grateful for all that we've accomplished over the past year, and looking forward to awesome 2022. Is it 2022?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. I was about to say 2023 or something like that.
Oh.
All right, guys. Well, that was thank you for sharing. Yeah, thank you for sharing all those, different blessings and stories and experiences. Any last words?
No.
Well, I don't know. We'll have another podcast before the year is up, but we don't. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and and hope that you all receive tremendous blessings as you wrap up your year. And thanks for listening. God bless, and we'll see you next time on Haystack Nation.